Ladies and gentlemen, we are here. We are playing viewer requested game, What Remains of Edith Finch. First time I've ever played it. I got me some uh, Hot Pockets and a drink ready to go. Said it was like a story game. Uh, that's all I know about it. But here we are, on a boat in the middle of nowhere. Looks like we had some Chinese takeout.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning, with the house.
Okay. Oh, let me move my stuff around a little bit.
Someone had put up a chain link fence, but it looked like I wasn't the first person to hop it. My brother Milton disappeared when I was 4. It was like the house just swallowed him up.
Hmm. Hmm.
I lived
This
here
game
until I
looks
was 11,
gorgeous.
but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms. Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
Look at this game. It looks so good. Holy moly.
I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral. In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked. Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
Oh, which way do I go? That looks like the right way to go. Maybe not.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to. The woods around the house have always been uncomfortably silent, as if they're about to say something but never do.
I guess both ways lead here. Which is. What's this thing? Was that a deer? Hold on. Can I pet the deer? Hey, buddy. Oh. I thought I could pet the deer. That's a
The house was
crazy
exactly
house.
like I remembered it. the way I'd been dreaming about it.
I guess we just go through the front door.
As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words. Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
I'll be honest with you. Is that a tree growing like, I would be afraid of this house too.
I hoped the key might unlock the front door. It didn't. Looking in, I felt like the house itself had been waiting for me.
Okay. What is that out there? Like a boat?
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11. For the first time in years, I felt like I was home. But instead of a family, there were just memories of one. Like how after Lewis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
I mean,
Or how only one restaurant would deliver to our house, so we had Chinese a lot.
they have a couple different copies of the same books, it looks like.
The table was still a wreck from the night we left. It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture. My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great-Grandma Edie living in a nursing home. Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth. Even the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house, after it sank. Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house. A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night. Edie told me once that every Finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library.
Can I go down here?
Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
My friend Bigfoot.
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
That seems a little weird. Molly?
Molly always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947.
Oh.
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up. Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
Oh.
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets. Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
Oh, it's one of these kind of games. Okay. Secrets around every corner, eh?
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara. Edie's father, Odin, built the original house. Barbara was a child star for 2 years, until America grew out of it. Mom must have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left.
What do we got here? Sven and Edie.
The last time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
Alvin.
My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin.
What? Gregory.
As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
Oh. He died at 1 years old. Or maybe this is how long they had the room? I don't know. Well, hold on. What was that, was it this one? No. Said that Barbara died. Right, so yeah. Okay, so yeah, these rooms are like it shows how long they was alive. So yeah, that Gregory died at one. That is that's heartbreaking. Alright, into the walls we go.
From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me. Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan. But I had no idea what was behind that door. Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead. I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole.
What?
Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage.
That's hilarious, actually.
Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
Oh no.
The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it. My Halloween candy was all gone.
Can we eat the fish? Oh no.
I thought about eating Christopher, but I held back.
Ooh. Mm. Lucky for us.
I kept eating and eating.
Eating toothpaste? Ugh. I don't think
I
these
ate
are
a lot
real.
of things that night. Then I heard chirping outside my window.
A bird.
It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her.
Oh no.
And suddenly, I was a
What?
cat.
Huh? Oh. I just transformed into
I
a
tried to
cat?
be quiet, but the bird was really scared. Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
What? This is wicked. Oh my lord.
I jumped and I almost got her.
I'm coming for you.
I could tell she was getting really tired. Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird. I gobbled her up. And suddenly, I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass. Rabbits. I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger. A mama rabbit. She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
What? What? Yep, just keep rolling.
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever.
How am I liking the games? Oh. Can I eat it? There we go. How am I liking the game so far? So far, it's
really good.
I don't know. I'm trying to catch a damn seal.
I grabbed on tight, and when I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
Am I a human again? Am I an octopus?
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
What is happening? Well, to answer your question, so far I'm kind of enjoying it. It's interesting. I hate the noise you make. Yeah, it's definitely an interesting one. Uh-oh.
I was big, but I moved real quiet.
Oh. We just ate that dude.
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
Yeah, real quiet, knocking over those boxes. Yeah, I thought the same thing. Come here, boy. How do I get up to you? Do I go outside? Yeah. Uh-oh. Mooshy with the subscription. Thank you, thank you. Your third month now, I believe. Hey,
After
get in
the
here.
last passenger, I was still hungry. And across the water,
Yeah,
I smelled
thank you for
something
the
new,
3 months.
something I had to have, so I swam towards it.
This game is, so far I think the game is beautiful. Like, honestly, I think the game looks really nice. I'm just so confused on what's
I
actually
slithered onto
happening.
the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
I am so confused. Just go up the toilet? Okay. Where am I going?
I got closer and closer.
Oh, we're back in our room. What's the good smell? Is it the fish? I can do that. I'll just get the VOD off of Twitch. Slithering around. A little earthworm. Oh.
All my stomach started growling.
Okay, whatever.
And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
What?
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
1 second. I'm gonna give you some toaster. But yeah, Mochu, I will or Tyler, whichever one. I don't know if you want me to like say your actual real name or not. But oh. But yeah, I can pull the VOD off of YouTube and make some, or not, but I can pull the VOD off of Twitch and I can post it on YouTube. That's what I plan to do anyway. Any games, any like single player games, story games that get recommended to me to play on stream, I will turn the VODs into YouTube videos. Okay, now what? What do I do? Do I get to turn into a cat now? Oh, wait. There was a cat here.
This
Molly,
will be
is that
obvious
you?
later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly. I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room. We got along, and it was a good place to hide from my mom. When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
I mean, hey, what? That's a wife right there. Telling everyone he was killed by a dragon. And look, it was even like the newspaper or something like this right here. Built in 1937.
One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity. I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time. Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious. Lewis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him. Her room was like a museum. For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune. Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind.
He just packed up his house on a boat and said, "See ya, bye." That's crazy.
But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea. Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
Okay. Oh. Controls are a little...
Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
I just realized if you look there between Walter and Gregory, there's a little leaf that says K on it. Oh. I used to call my sister that all the time. That's... And I closed the book. Holy moly. Alright. What else is there?
Even in her 90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
That stress. Oh. This is...
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife, Kay, left on the house was the pink bathroom.
I mean, respect.
It was a pretty big trace.
Yeah. Oh. More secrets? Yep. There's a secret in this bathroom. Yeah, don't say.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
Yep.
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
So you built a photo room in the walls of the house? This is... Okay.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin. And that he never talked about him.
Yo, this is a cool bedroom. Well, that's probably like the way we're supposed to go, right? Probably. Like, what's up here?
I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it. My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did.
There's a lot of hidden details in the environment in the game worth you too. Oh, I 100% can already tell that. Am I just sitting here swinging? Oh, I see. I'm supposed to use bows.
He swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
What about that fly right off this
But that
cliff?
day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that.
I'm not gonna tell you again.
Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up, then maybe he'd still be here.
Okay, that is not how physics work.
I think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother. The day he made up his mind to fly.
Oh
And he
my
did.
lord. Little homie caught air.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
That's crazy. Like, I feel bad that he died and everything. I do. That's terrible.
After
But
the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
I mean, he achieved every like
Mom said
11.
Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
Okay, before I move, I'm going to finish my thought. Unfortunately, Calvin did pass away at 11, right, because of his little stunt. But he did achieve, like, every 11-year-old's, like, dream in, like, full sending it in a swing. Like, he's a legend in my book. Open sesame. Oh, it goes up. What is this house?
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Oh, so we got a shortcut. Okay.
Growing up,
Now we're in
I
Barbara's
always
room.
thought of Barbara as a child star. never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
Dreadful stories.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box.
I like how the hand is there. Oh. Or.
And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
Wait. Is that the Halloween song music? Because that is, ain't it? That's the Halloween.
Scratch and imagine the worst.
Now I'm curious, did they get copyrighted for this? Or did they actually get permission to use this? 'Cause this is 1,000,000% the Halloween, like, theme. You know, with Michael Myers. What the fuck? Oh.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
Get it.
The old fridge rattled and grew still.
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and you're...
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
and she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
This is, I don't. Told you not to be rollerblading in the house. Walter?
Are you there? Walter vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned, saw the hookman, and was speechless. He was quite smashing. He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
Secret passage.
That night, she played her part beautifully.
At the window.
Thought about abandoning Walter, but just
no.
couldn't do it.
Where's Walter at?
Wally's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groan. He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
Where'd Walter go, though? Ah, of course.
The hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
Oh. Not gonna lie, that one spooked me just a little bit.
At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Oh dear.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter? Hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box was all they ever found of her. Her
What?
ear.
Oh.
Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
That's crazy. Oh. There's popcorn down there. Guess we still can't go through the door. No. All right. Back into the cupboard we go. So, I'm guessing we just, like...
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
But now we know how to get into the basement. Oh wait, this is where... The key. Alright. I'm gonna have to Google and look up if they actually got permission to use the the Halloween theme song, because that's crazy.
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
Fair.
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages.
I thought maybe she was hiding presents.
It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
Oh. Holy darkness.
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone. She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could.
Sure. Oh.
If there's a
Doomsday
pattern in all these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Walter. Guy's a little tech genius, it looks like. Huh.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years.
They did get permission to use it. That's crazy.
On
That's
that
cool.
first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week. But after a few days, I settled into a routine.
Ah, that's annoying.
That's what kept me sane.
I have to like pick up my mouse cord to do this.
Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead.
Oh my lord.
But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything.
I don't know, Mr. Chef. What if I do this?
Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel
Back and
normal.
forth.
Almost friendly.
Down the hatch again, shall we?
And then one day, everything just stopped. Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid.
Maybe. Gulp.
It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave while I still can.
What does that say? Alvin O's?
I know it's out there somewhere.
I want some Alvin O's.
Whatever killed Barbara and Molly and Calvin.
Uh-oh.
Maybe
It's time to
this
get busy.
is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me. Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food.
Unless you get hit by a train right now.
I don't mind if I only have a year left,
Only have a year
or a
left.
month,
Oh.
or a single week.
Oh, he's saying, okay.
I'd be happy with one new day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
What is that? I called it. He got hit by a train. Oh my god.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here. I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
Open the hatch. Part of me starting to think this game wasn't meant to be played on PC. Because, man, some of these controls are...
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter.
Maybe. Oh, the Alvin O's, they're still down here.
But if she never told me about an uncle under the house,
What else did she not tell you?
I can only imagine what else she was hiding.
Bags.
I don't
Oh,
want to
okay.
make the same mistakes she made. Trying to bury something that's still alive. Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe 2, I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself. and found out what happened to everyone else.
So you're just like,
But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
oh. Now why would you put it? Out of every number, out of every single number, out of every single 4-digit number that the developers could have put on the side of the train, why did you put 212? Oh, I swear, man. If this isn't proof that the 212 curse is real, then I don't know. I don't know what else to tell you. I mean, that's just ridiculous. Where did the rest of the island go? Oh, no, yeah, where'd the rest of the island go? Wasn't there like a whole thing here? That's great. No, it's not great. It's this damn number is everywhere. There's only 3 constant things in the universe: time, space, and
I don't know
and the
if I
number
should even be writing
212.
this.
Like, I swear.
Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me.
I wouldn't say that, but why is there a chair in the tree?
But I thought you should know about your family.
About my family.
And the history you're a part of.
Can I just go out there? No, okay.
Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now.
I'm a little lost.
I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth. And when you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness, any of it seems possible.
Guess we go this way.
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
That's...
It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one.
We got Christopher the goldfish, Shadow, Bob, Oliver.
3 of the gerbils are mine, and 2 had been my fault.
Oh. Shotzi? I'm gonna say it. Guess that's how you pronounce it. Lucy, Daisy, Derpy, and Derpy Jr. Burpy, Chirpy, Furpy, Lurpy, Zerpy. What is with the Erpies?
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery. I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away. She could see it poking out of the water at low tide.
Oh, is that that's the house, right? Oh, there we go.
Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
Is there something else we're supposed to do with this? No.
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand.
Mm.
But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from. Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better.
Oh, like Gregory was almost 2 years old. Maybe the yawn. Sorry. Maybe this
She
family is
lost two
cursed.
of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us.
Sanjay Kumar? He's not a Finch. Adopted brother, maybe?
There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself.
I wouldn't trust this ladder.
But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing,
I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
Oh. Oh. You're pregnant.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common.
Okay, so she's going through and getting the story and stuff of her family for her unborn child. Okay. That's what she meant by your family.
They were both pretty intense.
Yeah. Was in the military, it looks like. Okay. What is that wooden thing? Yeah,
Instead of
so-
hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
Oh, we can actually see ourselves. I've never noticed that till now. Good old Alice back. Oh, wait. Oh, hold on. Oh, he's in the Marines. Okay.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Mm-hmm. Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged.
Shouldn't we be leaving?
Just want to get a shot of you, Dawn, then we can take off.
What?
Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? Please just take the damn picture.
Hey, language.
I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit. Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. The camera's older than you are.
You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though.
What am I looking for?
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee.
Hold still while I take a picture of you.
I definitely won't be moving. Hey!
That's a keeper.
Man can't even
Bright light
use the
hang
bathroom in
inside.
peace.
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Dawn. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Dawn, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years. Dawn, don't you think you could find something more interesting to photograph? Last time I was with my brother Calvin. Man, that was a great trip. Your grandpa Sven taught us how to fish, how to build a fire. We found an old logging trail. There were deer everywhere. I bet if I could remember where that trail was, we'd spot a buck for you in no time.
Dad!
Good eyes, Dawn.
I'm just taking pictures of everything.
Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
Dad, I...
Just...
Oh.
Let me get behind you.
Do I have to do this?
Dawn, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to be strong. Great shot, Dawn! I'm proud of you, Dawn. Always remember that, okay?
Oh, what the hell?
Sorry, Dawn, just gotta reset the timer.
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally
so...
normal, Dawn. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
Dad!
Oh. Oh my.
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me. Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
Oh, that's terrible. Yeah, that's so awful. Oh man. Damn, he was a prepper too. Look how many MRE boxes he has. Yep. Made in the US of A.
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
This is Gregory.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only
I'll
he could
check,
see
bro.
it.
I'll check. I'm on the hunt for that chili mac, though,
I think he
personally.
saw things the rest of us don't.
Oh, man. That's like heartbreaking, actually. I mean, we don't have many more. We only have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 family members left.
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet...
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard. My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart.
This is...
I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom were the words that I
now
remember.
pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Oh, what?
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger. The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent.
Oh, my lord.
The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made. The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder." wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't. Until we found you.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
I mean, yeah, this is a... It's just a bunch of, like, loss. And I kind of feel bad, a little bit for it. Are we climbing up? Looks like we're climbing up.
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died.
At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died. She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
Sanjay.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Lewis was born a year later.
When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back. And to see kids in the house again.
Milton loved to paint. Mint, thyme, sage, basil.
The house had
Or
to get a little
basil.
bigger, but Edie was used to that. And for a while, things were good. Almost normal. But it didn't last.
Lewis rules. Milton. That is indeed the scientific method. A science project over the family curse.
The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
Looks more like a rocket ship.
After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
Oh, they like foam seal, like super glued it shut. They did that to all the doors? Holy moly.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
Nothing. Wait, so...
I was 4 when Milton disappeared. Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
Well, wait. Isn't he like... It said in the thing he painted this, right? And he stepped through it. He's just on the other side of this door. We just gotta figure out how to open it.
Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
Okay, what's back here? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. This house is kind of in the middle of nowhere, ain't it?
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Louis blamed himself. After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
Everyone always told me to stay out of Louis's room. Except Louis.
Looks like he was that kind of person, it seems. Is this a boat? They just turned a boat into a room?
Louis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
Wait, what? All I did was turn around.
Louis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
Oh, damn, there's the TV.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Louis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Louis first noticed the monotony of his daily life. He kept working at the cannery, but he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to wander. I asked him to describe it. He said he started small. imagining a labyrinth.
I'm playing 2 different games here.
He'd feel his way about. Then something moved. Bats. And toads.
I found a
And
dragon.
things that have not names. He knew it was all in his head. But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself. But he found something more.
Oh my goodness.
I
I'm
worried
playing
about him then.
RuneScape
Daydreaming
and
at
cutting
the cannery.
fish.
I spoke with his boss,
Ah,
but he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused. Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on. I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend.
yeah, I found the doggo.
On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia.
Ah,
He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians. And songs for them to play.
what is happening?
He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger.
Ah. Fish.
He no longer
More
spoke
fish.
at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination. So he could do whatever he wished. He held an election for mayor. And he won.
Sir.
They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him. He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on. New Louisville. St. Louis.
St. Louis.
He started drifting away from our reality. Minneapolis.
Minneapolis.
Until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing on.
Hello, Mom.
In Lewisburg, he heard rumors of a handsome queen. queen was on her own quest for
Sinister serpents.
sinister serpents.
Ah. This is crazy.
He followed the sound of her
Of the silver harp.
silver harp. His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound.
Oh.
He knew the world was all in his imagination.
What? Hold on. Hold on. I'm trying here.
But he was so proud of having created it.
Oh my lord.
In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
I became a god.
For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the
Where's
real
the fish?
Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace.
I have a feeling my
My
hand's gonna get cut
imagination
off.
is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
Oh.
He began to forget the world we know.
I think this is my locker. This seems like an awful place to work.
I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker. He began to despise the man with a royal contempt. I still thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The
Follow
palace
me.
would be packed with his companions.
Hey, Jerome. What's good? How's the wife and kids? Oh, yeah? Hey, you keep up that hard work, brother.
Including the wise Calico who had insisted on advising him.
Hello, Molly. Good to finally put a body to the name, I guess. Face to the name. Yes, my loyal subjects. Praise thee.
His queen waited, holding his crown.
That is a guillotine.
There was only one thing left to do.
About to chop my head off.
Bend down his head.
But I don't, I think this is a trap, brother.
And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
Emily Nutt. What a last name.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
Okay.
He was so proud of being Indian. I think for him, it was a way to be something other than just a Finch.
All that's left is Mom now, right?
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder. I wish we'd stayed. But I understand why we left.
My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
Oh. Disaster relief. An evac specialist, so he was like a... I wonder, what would you have... No, he was obviously like public service, like...
What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner.
Where are we
But
going?
it had to end one way or another.
All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
The power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
Okay.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house.
Talking about the curse? My headset's beeping at me, telling me it needs some juice. There we go.
Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories.
I wouldn't go that far now. Come on.
I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning, okay?
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out. It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years.
I mean,
God,
yeah.
it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way.
We just gotta keep going forward.
I got turned around.
Uh-oh.
For a while, I wandered. I started seeing things.
Okay.
Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them. Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it! Let go! I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great-Grandma Edie again.
No, wait.
The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone. After that, we moved around a lot. We both tried to make the best of it. A few years went by. My mom didn't like to talk about it, but she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly. She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is. This journal was supposed to be for you.
Am I being born?
But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you and tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way. This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Oh. I'm just gonna let the credits roll. Oh wow. You know, I won't lie, I thought the game was gonna be a lot longer than that. But I mean, man. I mean, the game kind of just, I mean, it just tells a story, you know? he put a credits thing or an achievement in the Oh. You know, it really like makes you think a little bit, you know, it's like You know, anything can happen in life. Man, that hit me in the feels there a little bit, you know. You know, it tells you a story of, you know, all of a family who, like, a lot of bad things happened, and honestly, is there a curse? Is the family cursed? I'm not sure. Maybe not. Maybe it's just they're looking at all the bad, and they're only, huh. Like, the family is just looking at all the bad, you know? And they just think that they're cursed, right? There is definitely some weirdness to it, because, you know, what actually happened to some of the family members, right? Beautiful game design, honestly, I agree. You know, it's almost enough to bring, you know, tears to my eyes, because, like, I'm a pretty emotional person, you know. So there's only 4 achievements left. And honestly, we could probably knock him out. It says one of them is play Calvin's story again. So we just replay Calvin's story, which is up here.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin, and that he never talked about him. I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it. My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom, and he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again, and he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly. But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that.
Calvin, I'm not gonna tell you again.
Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up. Then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother. The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Sober early in the morning, with a drunken sailor, what shall we do with a drunken sailor? What shall we do with a drunken sailor early in the morning? Put him in the scuppers with a hose pipe, put him in the scuppers with a hose pipe, put him in the scuppers with a hose pipe. I've never heard that verse. How long is this song? Hey, he finished his song. Alright, cool. Well, hold on. Alright. And now you get eaten. So I have to take the other path to the house.
Inner Will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked. Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
No one had driven this way in a long time, but I saw
Hey,
a few
we got
footprints.
Halloween music.
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
Give it to me. Alright. That's all we gotta do. I've gotten all the achievements. Alright. Well, that's all the achievements done for the game.